FL1 Sports live coverage of high school lacrosse is on the air.
This live presentation of high school sports on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to support from Generations Bank, Little John and Barbie Orthodontics, DeSanto Propane, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies, and FingerLakes1.com Inc. Digital Marketing.
And hi again, everyone, and welcome to rainy DC Field at Palmac High School for boys Finger Lakes lacrosse this afternoon and evening. The Palmac Red Raiders, excellent. They're on fire, 12-1, 9-0 in the Finger Lakes League. They'll host the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils. The Blue Devils are 4-7, 3-5 in the league. I'm Ted Baker. I'm joined tonight by Kevin Schlegel, who's the faculty advisor of this video program here. It's another joint presentation of Palmac TV YouTube channel and Finger Lakes 1 Radio. Dylan, our student commentator, who you might remember from basketball, has his own athletic event today, so he can't be here. Kevin, the one thing this Palmac team might really want that they won't get this year is a rematch with Penn Yan in a Section 5 championship game. But the way they're playing right now, they're probably going to get a match with somebody.
Oh, yeah, they've been on fire this season. Coach Hill has them playing tough. There's a buzz in school with the guys. There's a real camaraderie out there. They're doing what it needs to right now.
Palmac won a Section 5 title in 2017. Last year, lost to Penn Yan in the championship game. Went 13-5 in the season. 2 years ago, 15-4, lost to Penn Yan in the championship game. Year before that, 10-7, lost to Aquinas in the quarterfinals. So they've been making deep runs into the tournament. They're in Class C. Penn Yan is in D this year. They have played and beaten Penn Yan. In fact, that was their last time out. They trailed 3-2 entering the fourth and scored 5 unanswered to turn back Penn Yan on Thursday, 7-3. Mike Halsey, Keegan Hostery, and Quinn Nolan, he scored twice for Palmac. Damian Knack added the other Raider goal. Nolan, 13 for 14 at the face-off X. I've seen, I think, at least one other Palmac game, and he's he has the timing down. He's ready.
I mean, when you have that percentage at the face-off X and you control the ball so well there, I mean, the other team can't score if they don't have the ball.
Now, there is one injury of note today for Palmac, and that is starting goalie Will Nichols, the senior, can't go today. Normally, if you're the opponent, you'd say hooray, but Peyton Litch, the backup, the sophomore, actually has better numbers in the time he's played. 3.35 goals against average, 786 save percentage. That's just ridiculous in 86 minutes. I mean, that's next man up mentality. When your starter can't go, next guy's got to do the job, and he's been doing the job when he's been brought into games this year.
Yeah, it's nice when you see a sophomore come up like that underneath your senior. You know you're well anchored there in the back for the rest of the season.
Joe Hill's in his 15th year, a career record of 181 and 71, played at Canandaigua, so he knows how to build a good program like the one they have at Canandaigua. Scoring well, 13.4 goals per game, 4.4 allowed. They've only played 2 close games all year and won those both. So when they have been tested, they've done well. And they own this series with Mynderse. This will be a tough one. 17 straight wins for Palmac. Their last loss was May 20th of 2008. They're 21-7 all time. Their only loss came to Irondequoit, and that's a Class B team that's 13-1 on the season.
Yeah, that was tough game. We were listening to him play on that one. It was going up against the bigger school, and it's good to go test yourself and see what's happening out there. And as a coach with the boys soccer, we schedule those hard games so you know what you have to work on.
So again, for the people who haven't heard us before, we started this partnership during basketball season where our Finger Lakes 1 radio broadcast goes out on the Palmac YouTube channel. So if you want to see the game, go to YouTube and look for Palmac TV. If you're not where you can do that, you can hear it on Finger Lakes 1 radio. But just tell us about your program. It's fantastic.
It's been great. What we've had here, it was 2012 is when we first started with the TV studio and broadcasting athletic events here at Palmac, and then when COVID happened and everybody went streaming, we kind of jumped right in with it, and it's been great.
And tell us about our student production crew tonight.
Yeah, we got 2 of them out here. We have James out here braving the weather.
He picked the short straw.
He did. He said he loves being the camera operator. I go, you're going to love it tonight. And then we got Danny sitting next to us here, being our technical director and running the stream.
And they just do fantastic work. We love this partnership, and we'll do it as much as we can, especially when we get into fall sports next year. Mynderse Academy Blue Devils come in at 4-7. They're 3-5 in the Finger Lakes. Joe Caraher is the first-year head coach in his second time around. He coached at Mynderse from 1999 to 2012. He played his lacrosse at Mynderse. They are a Class D team, so these teams cannot meet in postseason. Their problem's been offense. They score just 6.5 goals per game. Their defense is decent, allowing 8.7. And the key for Mynderse this year is double figures. When they score 10 or more, they're 4-0. That's going to be very tough to do against this PalMac defense today. They've never won a Section 5 title. They've been runners-up in 1990, 99, and 2003. It's the grass field here at DC Field, and it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, there may be a little bit of slippage, but overall it looks good.
Say it's the weather that we've had here, and the grounds crew has been phenomenal holding it up there. And they say we got a little rain today.
And before we meet our starting lineups, we will pause here at DC Field to honor America on this rainy senior night with the playing of our national anthem. It's a hearty bunch here at PalMac. We've been through this before. We were talking before we went on the air. Back in my radio days, I don't know, it's been maybe 7 or 8 years ago now, there was a homecoming football game here that got delayed for hours by thunder and lightning. The normal halftime fireworks show was held before the game, and we were around for a long night. I don't think anything like that today. From what I understand, the worst of the storm is supposed to be behind us. We may have one little burst here at game time, but as far as any lightning, I didn't see any on the way up here from home, and I think we should be in pretty good shape.
Knock on wood.
PalMac has the bench down below to our right in the home whites with the red. They're ready to take the field. Final instructions for the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils, the dark blue jerseys, the silver numbers. We're right close to the field here, and it's all lacrosse markings. Just a little bit of dirt, maybe a bit of mud in the crease. Obviously, ball security is important. Anytime it's like this, the crosses get wet, and you've just got to take a little bit of extra time on those passes, and then the ground balls may scoot around a little more than they usually do on a grass field.
You have to make sure that they secure those and run through those balls, get that backhand down, and see the team that controls the ground balls here.
It all starts at the face-off X. Quinn Nolan, an .873 win percentage. The other thing that impresses me about this PalMac team is the way they move the ball around. Mike Halsey, 40 assists. You've got 30 assists from Keegan Hostry, 20 from Quinn Nolan. So it's an unselfish group of guys that really share the ball.
Yeah, we had been fortunate. We watched a couple of stream games here, and how fast PalMac can go in transition from a shot save or a missed shot that's backed up by the defense, how fast they can transition and get that ball up the field and into those scoring situations is mind-blowing.
Our Ferraro Lumber keys to the game, pretty simple. For PalMac, keep doing what you've been doing all year long. They're 12-1, 9-0 in the league. For Mynderse, I think it's maybe to try to get that backup goalie uncomfortable, although no one's been able to do it. Peyton Litch, the sophomore, is in for the injured starter Will Nichols with a knee injury. He's played 86 minutes this year, so the equivalent of almost 2 full games, and just a 3.35 goals against average, .786 percentage. He's been perfect. They're doing a little bit of last-minute net repair work at the net down to our left. And this field looks great. The rain actually, I think, has... Should I say it?
No.
It's let up, we'll put it that way. I won't put the jinx on. I know better than that. The referees give final instructions here, and we're almost set to go. Final scheduled game of the regular season for PalMac. Mynderse has a few more, and Section 5 tournament time coming soon. Am I incorrect there? I thought I saw...
Yep. I was just double checking on that. Yeah, I believe that this was their last.
Okay.
game.
Yeah, that's what the Section 5 site said. So, refereeing crew is out there, and on the far side of the field, two Mynderse fans, two lonely Mynderse fans in the visiting stands. Goalie shake and break. Down to the left and getting the start. Logan Pettengill, sophomore, hasn't been bad for Mynderse. 9.82 goals against, 488 save percentage in 528 minutes. Mynderse will move left to right here. And, of course, the first thing they have to do is try to figure out Quinn Nolan at the face-off X. Nobody does. He won 13 of 14 his last time out, an 8.73 face-off win percentage. And if they want to throw the backup in, that's Luke Van Gordon, 7.18 win percentage for the freshman. So here we go. Right on time at 6 o'clock here at DC Field. It's not terribly uncomfortable. Temperature in the mid to upper 50s and just that little bit of drizzle here as the referee places them down, and we get this one underway. Two Finger Lakes rivals, Class C versus Class D, and Nolan just so quick. He snatches that one right up and comes right down the middle. He's a threat to shoot. He will, and he shoots it wide left, backed up left-hand corner by Mike Halsey. He's the playmaker behind the net, 40 assists on the season for Halsey. So we're underway here at DC Field. Couple of Finger Lakes rivals, not too far apart. Pass right out front, dodge to the front of the net, and the dunk shot is saved. From the right-hand side, cutting off the angle was Logan Pettengill. Big scramble now. Pettengill out of the net, and they score on the rebound. Picked up and dunked home. Mike Halsey is going to get his 18th of the year. That's a tough break for Mynderse. They get the initial save and then can't control the rebound, and the Raiders score in the opening minute to make it 1-0.
No, I think that was number 3 on that one.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
it was Quinn Nolan.
Quinn Nolan picked up that ball out of the scrum there.
So for Quinn Nolan, that will be his 30th of the season. It was a great save by Pettengill on the original shot.
Point blank.
Now the challenge here for Mynderse is to get one of these faceoffs, because that first one, he just grabbed that up so quick. And same thing, he just pops it right up into his stick again. Now taking them is Carson Montoni. He has the tough angle. And shot score right off the faceoff. And it's quickly 2-0 Palmac, and that's not what you want if you're Mynderse trying to pull the upset.
And there's the potency of that attack right there. That was number 2, Logan Babcock on that one, with the assist going to Quinn Nolan.
7-second goal there. And for Babcock, that will be goal number 31. He's the team leader. They just have such a great attack. These guys will pass the ball around and look for good shots, or just run down like they did in the faceoff. So 2 goals, 7 seconds apart, 2-0 early. Palmac, 11:29 here in the first, and Nolan grabs up number 3. Nice and easy. Right down the alley he goes. Wants it, takes it down low, and scores on the bouncer. Quinn Nolan makes it 3-0. Now you have to feel a little bad for Mynderse here, because you know they want to pull that upset. And it's hard to do that when you can't get possession of the ball. That's another 7-second goal. So 3 goals in 14 seconds, and it's 3-0 Red Raiders.
Yeah, how do you stop that right there? Quinn Nolan used the same move 3 times there, and Mynderse doesn't have an answer.
Yeah, he hasn't had to grind one out yet. Everything he's done just been the quick pickup. He times that whistle so well. This time he pulls it out the back door, and he's 4 for 4. And Mynderse has yet to see the ball other than a goalie save. Running down left-hand side and tagging up left front of the box, Logan Babcock. You still have to do that in high school lacrosse. It's Riley Litch with 23 goals, 4th in the team. Around the horn to the right-hand corner now for Quinn Nolan out on the top wing. And he'll set up in the midfield to Babcock. Babcock just inside the box now. Keegan Hostry, he has 23 goals, tied for 3rd on the team. Pass behind, that pops out of the stick, but stays in bounds for Halsey. Halsey with 40 assists, has a long pole defender on him. Sends it out front left now to Babcock. Around the horn, no shot clock. They can take their time. Nolan dodges right-hand carry. Feeds it right on the back door. Score! Damian Knock, one of the seniors from Nolan. It's 4-0.
What a nice cut from the back of the goal there from Knack to find himself sitting right on the crease, and Nolan put that one on a laser into him.
He's got his 2nd assist. Damian Knack has his 21st goal. They honored the seniors before the game. And this one's getting out of hand here early. Mynderse just doesn't have an answer here. Starting at the face-off X, that's the thing about lacrosse that's so dispiriting when you can't get that ball. And it hasn't been close so far. 4-0 at the X for Quinn Nolan. Going in, Carson Montoni. Montoni gave him a little bit of a battle that time, but he picks it up again. 5 for 5. Quick pass down to a long pole. Goal line right. Right in front goes off the stick of Mike Halsey, but it's going to roll harmlessly. It dies on the grass here instead of skipping. And it's picked up out front by Babcock, and he'll set it back up to Quinn Nolan. Nolan dodges middle, left-hand carry, feeds it right on the doorstep, trying to turn around was Halsey to get a shot, couldn't do it. And it's stolen away by Mynderse. They get their first possession of the game, and then stolen right back. Logan Babcock took it away from Matthew Mahoney right in front back door. They'll take some time here. They might have been able to slam that home. I think Palmac's already in slowing it down a little bit mode here. Front left, Keegan Hostery, and back out in the middle now to Logan Babcock. Set to come in off the bench, Matt D'Arduini. He is a senior. Mike D'Arduini is the junior. Pass in behind to the excellent playmaker Halsey. Stumbles a bit on the wet grass. He's checked by the long stick Matthew Mahoney. Mahoney had a takeaway, but then when he tried to clear, Logan Babcock made a great trailing check and took it back. Outside the box now, it's Matt D'Arduini, 7 goals in the year. He goes left for number 19. I didn't have a 19 on my roster, and I still don't. We'll have to find out who 19 is for Palmac. Devin McCoy is 19. Thank you. It is scrambled for. It was picked up briefly by Mynderse. They can't hang on. Damian Knack will send it back out front. So Mynderse has had a couple of takeaways. Behind the back shot and save just made. Oh, circus in town. The behind the back shot taken there, that was Keegan Hostery. And we have the first save of the game for the Mynderse goalkeeper, Logan Pettengill. Or actually 2. He had one on that early rebound goal as well. Swim move to midfield now. Carson Montoni, first chance for Mynderse, and Montoni gets knocked flat. Triple team, gets back up, runs clear. Problem now, if you're Mynderse, you start to press because you feel like, are we going to ever get the ball again? And they feel like they got to hurry a little bit. Pass on the left-hand side, Dylan Tandle, 11 goals in the year. He goes left sideline, gets it back out on the wing. 8:43 in the first. Early 4-0 lead for the Red Raiders. They have not lost to this Mynderse team since 2008. Circling to the middle and giving it up now, Lucas Stevers, 19 goals to lead the team. And a weak shot. Stick might have been hit. Dylan Tandle's shot just popped wide in. Easiest save that the backup goalie will ever make there, Peyton Litch. And long, quick clear here for Palmac. On the run, a rip is high and wide left by Riley Litch. Tried to catch him in the fast break. Backed up in behind. Quick pass now for Halsey. Halsey out over the top, turnaround shot just high, and Matt D'Arduini gets knocked flat for his trouble. And it is backed up by Palmac behind. 8:09 in the first, 4-0 Red Raiders on top. Going left with it, Damian Knack. He'll feed right out in front, bouncer and score. Damian Knack to Matt D'Arduini to make it 5-0.
And there's that unselfishness again from Palmac's attack there, moving that ball around, forcing that defense to shift, getting those high-quality looks.
Matt D'Arduini with his 8th of the year. And Knack has an assist to go with his goal. And very early on, we're not even 4 minutes in, it's 5-0 in favor of the Red Raiders. I think Dylan Tandle's stick got hit on that shot he took because it just popped wide in there, and it was a very easy stop for Peyton Litch.
Say Nolan back at his X here.
And I think we have a new man already here for Mynderse. We do. It doesn't matter. He picks it up anyway. He's 6 for 6. Comes right down Broadway. He'll check up. Again, they're already letting the pedal off the gas here a little bit. He could have gone right to the goal if he wanted to. Feeds Babcock now. We've got youth lacrosse being honored at halftime, so a bunch of the young Red Raiders of the future are here. Damian Knack down the alley. High pass. Grabbed in behind by Mike Halsey. Just an excellent playmaker with 40 assists. Goal line left, Riley Litch. Tied for 3rd on the team in scoring. His pass high, speared out of the air by Nolan. Back across right for Babcock. Babcock goes right-hand sideline, Damian Knack. Knack down the alley. Pass in front goes off the stick of Babcock. It is loose and picked up by Mynderse if they can clear. Long pole clear attempt here, Joe Andrews. Andrews up the near sideline. He's going to get shoved, and did he step on the sideline? He did. Nice play by Quinn Nolan. He didn't push him with the hands. He just leaned into him with the body. That's a legal check, and he checked him to the sideline. Turnover back to Palmac. Dodge at midfield, easy clear there for Keegan Hostery. He has 23 goals, tied for 3rd in the team. Middle for Babcock, sets a foot in the box, sends it right to Quinn Nolan. Nolan down the right-hand sideline for Knack.
So it's 13, Aiden Neese checking into the game for the Raiders.
He is a junior, and shot down low, just missed the right post by Babcock, picked his spot.
That didn't miss by much.
Right at the feet of the keeper, Logan Pettengill, backed up in the right corner by Keegan Hostery. Hostery, 53 points. Halsey leads the team overall with 57. He's got 17 goals to go with those 40 assists coming into the day. 6:52 in the first, 5-0 Palmac on top. Pass out front left now, Riley Litch. Around the horn they go. They'll get some practice here just moving the ball. The newcomer Neese is in there. On the right-hand side, Knack. Down in behind now, trying to dodge to the front. They'll give it up, and a couple of split dodges and score. Damian Knack. He just went left-right a couple times, goes overtime. It's overhand, I should say. It's 6-0.
Nice presence on that one to look to pull the trigger, throws the defense, one more face dodge in there, and is able to go high stick side on the keeper.
Second of the game, 22nd of the year, and already it's the backup faceoff man. And you don't get much of a break with Luke Van Gordon. 718 win percentage. He's 28 of 39 this year. And we get a Mynderse timeout called. 6:35 to go here in the first. We have timeout. It is 6-0 Palmac, and we'll take a timeout here on FingerLakes1.com and on Palmac TV to tell you about some of our sponsors. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, they have what you need. Visit them at mygenbank.com. That's Generations Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. I'm Ted Baker along with Kevin Schlegel. We were going to have a student commentator. We enjoyed that during basketball, but it's a track for tonight, right?
Yeah,
Dylan's
a track stud out there, and I got a text message from him over the weekend. A little disappointed that he wasn't able to be here tonight. He was really enjoying and looking forward to working with you again.
Well, we're going to expand into probably some soccer and football this fall.
Definitely.
We did for years. Finger Lakes One's done basketball, and now we're trying to expand out a little bit more here. We got some stick checks here, and so far they've only found that they're muddy. 6:35 to go in the first, 6-0. This is what's so tough about lacrosse. If you're an underdog team, if it's basketball, you're going to get your possessions, and you come down and get a few shots, and maybe you hit a couple of threes, and you get going. In this game, they just can't get the ball at the X. They've had a couple of takeaways, and then Palmac is just very aggressive in the ride, and they take it right back.
Yeah, the second they turn it over, you watch those attackers. They get everybody behind that ball, and it's not an easy ride at all.
So it's Luke Van Gordon, the freshman, to take this face-off against Carson Montoni. He's a sophomore. Quinn Nolan, 873. Van Gordon, 718. So Palmac doesn't have to play a whole lot of defense. And then when they do, they have great goalies, including the backup who's playing today. He has one save so far. They'll grind on this one, but he pops it out again. Another win. This one for Van Gordon makes it 7 out of 7. And he'll feed it on the right-hand side. New in the game now, that's Van Gordon staying out there. He'll feed in behind the net now to the playmaker, Mike Halsey. Jumping into the midfield, Logan Babcock. Goal line left now, it's Litch for Babcock. They'll bring another new midi in. That's Sage Hunter Jr., 1 goal in the season. So a good chance for some of the backups. They're going to get significant time today. Hunter runs into a double team, feels it, moves away to Neese, and now down the right-hand alley for Knack. In behind, a little left-right dodge. Coming right is Halsey. Halsey feeds over the top, tips off the stick of Sage Hunter. It's going to die in the wet grass, and again, Palmac picks it up. There was nobody who could get to the ball, and nobody could come across midfield to pick it up for Mynderse, so they reload. Sage Hunter down the right-hand side for Knack. He's got a couple of goals and an assist already. In behind now, Halsey always has his eye up looking over the net for that feed. He'll dodge in his long stick defender. Good job of defense. Quick pass in front, dunk and score. What a beautiful feed right in front. And that is
number 13.
Aiden Neese taking the great feed to make it 7-0.
Just watch how Michael orchestrated that one. Engaged the defender. Then he pulled him out, got away, got his hands free, and was able to find Neese cutting hard to that goal and finished.
That's his first of the season. Another assist. Team leading 41st for Mike Halsey. And with 5:37 to go in the first, 7-0. So the good news is if you don't like the rain, we're probably going to be in a running time game and move pretty quickly here this evening. Referee will place him down. All 7 face-offs controlled by Palmac and make it all 8 with ease. This time it is Nolan back out there in his office, and he'll feed it right on the crease. A little dodge there. We're looking for a long stick shot by Jacob Day. He's got 3 goals with that pole this year. Pass right. Now in front. Rip is just wide left by, I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
That was Devin McCoy.
Devin McCoy. I wrote the number down, not the name. So Devin McCoy just missing the cage. They reload, and they're going to call violation here against Riley Litch. He might have withheld the ball. And it'll be Mynderse' ball, and they throw it away on the clear. It's going to bounce right to midfield and die right on the stripe. Overrunning it was McCoy, and now picked up on the run by Matt Diardwini. He is partway around his defender, feeds it right on the crease. Knack thought about it, sets it back up. They're playing their set offense here. Curling in front, dunking it down low, save off Halsey. Third save of the game made by the Mynderse keeper, Pettengill. It rolls into the crease. and they're going to give it to Mynderse on a violation.
Looked like a loose ball push there on D'Arduini.
They throw it away again. It's going to bounce to midfield just across. That allows Palmac to pick it up, and running with it is Quinn Nolan. Actually, that was...
that was number 1.
I don't have a 1 on my roster either.
That is, looks like Robert Kinslow.
There we go. We have tried without luck over the years to get the people to submit good rosters to the website. Some have been pretty good. Most of them have been good this year. So I think we got everybody now. Out front right with it is McCoy. At the top of the box now, Keegan Hostry. He's just a sophomore. They've got some good young guys in addition to the seniors they honored. Hostry thought about cranking it up. He goes goal line right instead. Give and go in front. Shot just wide by Halsey. And quick to the backup is Knack for the Red Raiders. 4:06 in the first. They lead 7-0. On the restart, faking the pass over the top is Knack. He'll go front left now to Litch. Riley Litch in the middle for McCoy. McCoy on the right now to Hostry. Hostry will just fake and hang on. Palmac's just very quick. Mynderse doesn't have the foot quickness to keep up with him. Pass tips off a couple of sticks, chased to the near side. That'll be picked up by McCoy. So the ball's not really skipping. This grass is pretty thick, so it's really what it's doing is dying when it goes on the turf. So you got to get after those ground balls. McCoy middle shoots, saved by Pettingill, and he'll rake at the rebound, and he can't pick it up. Someone stepped in the crease, though, and they'll give it over to Mynderse. So Pettingill's got 4 saves now to try to keep his team in it, but it's 7-0 with 3:34 left to go here in the first. And on the clear will be Carson Montoni, and he's going to get a greeting party. Double team. He'll run through it. Nice job across midfield, and a good clear for Mynderse. This is only about their second offensive possession of this game, and they're down 7-0. With 3:25 to go in the first. Montoni, 2 goals, 5 points in the year. Sends it out top to Dylan Tandle. He got the shot on Cage earlier, but his stick was hit just as he shot it. And it was an easy pop fly. Leaning on him is Matt D'Arduini. Twirling it around with the right-hand carry, backs away from the defensive pressure now, sends it right-hand side. Mitchell Dekansky with 2 goals, 3 points. In behind now, Anthony Ryan. He's a senior on attack. Dropping his stick was Kinslow. Maybe an opportunity. Shot. Oh, no opportunity there. Save Peyton Litch on the near pipe. He's got his second stop. And we have whistle, and it will stay with Mynderse. So trying from in behind again is Anthony Ryan. He'll jog towards the left-hand corner. Under 3 to play now in the first. It's 7-0, Palmac on top. First real extended possession here for Mynderse in this game. It's Lucas Stevers, their top goal scorer with 19. He'll go towards the left-hand goalpost, left to right in behind. One-hand carry, hacked at by Kinslow. Takes him deep. This is Stevers, going goal line left. Hanging on is Ryan. Ryan out front, jumping in to intercept is Matt D'Arduini. He read the pass, stole it away, and here comes D'Arduini on the run up the far side of the field. Down the alley, inside the box, D'Arduini in front, couple of fakes. Knack will run in behind. Again, he's been very unselfish. He's had a couple he could have taken here, and he pulls it back out. Palmac looks like they're more interested in working on their set offense than they are in just jamming fast break goals down, which they really could if they wanted to do. Passing the right-hand side now, it's Matt D'Arduini. His pass is high, and is that going to stay in bounds?
Nope,
Not quite.
Out.
Just over the end line before Litch could get there.
I wonder how many of these crosses out there now that are getting a little soaked and a little wet, stretching a little, and they have to adjust to them now.
Makes it very hard. You got to shorten up the passes. Here's a long pass by Pettingill right at the midfield. Made a good pass to Dylan Tandle. Good clear. And Mynderse getting a little possession time now with 1:43 to go in the first, trailing 7-0. Tagging up inside the box. Left-hand carry now, Tandle to the middle. He has 11 goals, 23 points, their second leading point scorer. He's a good assist man with 12. Gets around his man, goes towards the goal, but jumping back on him is Keegan Hostry. Hostry playing some good defensive midfield. Down low, pass is at the feet of its target and stolen away by Luke Herendeen. Sophomore long pole, and he clears nicely up the field to the playmaker Halsey. Halsey on the run right down the middle. Dodge to the goal. Little sidearm pass right-hand side for Knack. He drops it, picks it back up. Kind of casual pass. Pass gets away from Hostry. It's going to roll, and stop right on the line. And then the Palmac player knocked it out. It stopped right on the sideline, and then Mike Halsey, when he tried to pick it up, he tapped it over the line. And now dropped by Mynderse. Here's a double team check in front of the Mynderse bench. They are forced to throw it away, and he stepped out of bounds anyway in the middle of the double team. It was Halsey double teaming along with long pole Jacob Day. And back over to the Red Raiders. Excuse me, with 1 minute left to go here in the first. Jogging right-hand side, or on the left now, is Babcock. He'll go middle to Nolan. just hanging on again. They've had chances to run in this game, and they're not really taking them. They could just pound this team, I think, if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And they're not going to do it. Riley Litch, they'll work on their set piece and think of playoffs to come. In the middle is Logan Babcock. Inside the box left for Knack, 20 goals, 23 points. Around the horn they go. This time Riley Litch is playing in behind, has a short stick on him, Philip Love. Sends it out right. They're moving away from the clock with 25 seconds to go. The attackers behind can see it. Dodging now Babcock. He runs right. Babcock to the goal. Feeds in front behind the back shot here by Hostery. That missed. Wide left. 15.5 left to go here in the first. So they still have chance on this restart to score. Coming in from behind quickly is Halsey. Halsey feeds out in the alley left. Couple of dodges by Knack. Knack will feed Halsey. Gets away from him, and that's going to get beyond the end line, so Mynderse will get it. But they've got 5.8 to try to go full field. With it is long pole Joe Andrews. He'll probably just sling it. He's just going to go to the goalie, and he will run out front and hang on and let this first quarter expire. It was all face-off wins for Palmac and all goals for Palmac after one. Red Raiders lead at 7-0. You're watching high school lacrosse on Palmac TV and Finger Lakes One Radio. Stay with us.
Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Palmac. All Red Raiders in the first. All you need to know is face-off wins 8-0 and goals 7-0. It's going to be a long day for Mynderse here, but I like what Palmac's doing. Instead of just running fast breaks and dunking at home and winning, 25-2, they're working on their half-court game more or less, and yep. they realize that they can pretty much dictate what they want to do in this game.
Yeah, they want to fine-tune that offense out there and get through some of those set plays that Coach Hill and his offense have set up out there.
The only other teams in Class C that have winning records are Wayne and Newark, and Palmac's beaten them easily. So they are the odds-on favorite at this point for the Class C championship, a championships that eluded them the last two games in losses to Penn Yan. Back at the X and moving left to right. This one is procedure over to Mynderse. So
yep.
Jumping the gun that time was Nolan, and Mynderse gets their first win moving from right to left here in the second. Montoni, the face-off man, he's marked by Nolan. Those face-off guys, especially a guy like Nolan, when he loses one, he gets aggressive. He wants that ball back on a takeaway, so he'll be in his face. Right-hand side, Montoni. He will run back out through the alley to the front right of the box. Hangs on. His target, Dylan Tandle's marked, so he has to go himself. One-hand carry with the right as he steps inside the box left-hand side. Sends it over on the left now to Stevers, their 19-goal scorer. Stevers will hang on and choke up with one hand. Good idea. He'll feed down the alley. One-hand attempted to catch by Tandle. Got away. Not a good pass. Picked up by long stick Luke Herendine. Herendine runs across. He'll juggle the ball, but he'll pick it back up. Lucky bounce at his feet, and when things go wrong, they still go right for Palmac. Logan Babcock sets up now in the 6-on-6. 11:10 to play first half. 7-0 Palmac on top. Coming across midfield to take the pass now is Nolan. Jumping into the midfield is Devin McCoy. He'll take the pass, diagonal path towards the goal. McCoy runs in front. He's got the green light. His stick hit, and that's a field goal, I think. Looked like it went through the football posts, and it's backed up by Palmac. Just at the last second, somebody got a stick on his, and it popped up over the net. Dropped in behind now by Halsey. Picks it up, drops it again. Halsey pressured by Joe Andrews. Coming goalpost left. Halsey, excellent feeder. Out in the alley, this one's dropped by Riley Litch. So we're seeing those wet crosses now. Big ground ball scrum in front of the Mynderse goal. Who's going to merge with it? Goalie Pettingill's got to be ready. If Palmack picks it up, they do, and Nolan will try to get a shot. He can. It went loose. Halsey picks it back up in behind, and after the scrum, it's Palmack back in possession. They'll reset back out top now to McCoy. Just inside the box on the right-hand side, Knack. He's a left-hander. He'll come middle with it. He'll shoot and score. Damian Knack on the dodge himself, and he has the hat trick to make it 8-0.
That was a great first step there by Damian to get on his defender's hip and got his hands free and ripped that one into the upper left corner.
10:18 left to go in the half. That's his 23rd of the year, and that makes it 8-0. 4 of those first 8 have been assisted goals for the Red Raiders. So Mynderse had a face-off win. They had a little more possession time late first and early second, but not enough to counter the great Palmack offense, averaging better than 13 goals per game. Easy win here for Nolan. He has won 9 of 10 now, or the team has. And coming down the right-hand side is Babcock. He'll tag up middle of the box and flip slowly right-hand side now to Knack. Down and behind for Mike Halsey. Halsey runs left. Around the horn they go. Dodging to the front of the goal. High, top shelf. Riley Litch scores and makes it 9-0. And that will be his 24th of the year, first today. So it looks like they've kind of developed a pecking order here. The guys that haven't had any yet still have the green light to rip. Out there for Palmack now is Andon Fedor, a senior long stick on the face-off wing. Face-offs 9 out of 10. Nolan's taken all but 1. Montoni's taken most, and Nolan wins another one. 10 of 11 for the team. And he'll just slowly run down and tag up front left. Jumping in is Sage Hunter again to get a midfield run, and also Neese, who had his first goal of the season earlier today. Hunter feeds right in front, and the ball knocked away from Riley Litch. It was a great pass, and then Litch couldn't convert. Give and go in front. Hunter's shot saved by Logan Pettingill.
There's a crease violation there on Sage Hunter.
That was a nice job by Hunter. After that loose ball, he just went right to the front of the net, and they found him. Here is a one-hop pickup at midfield by Peter Van Etchout. He is a sophomore, and he'll leave it behind for Montoni. And Mynderse will set up. So at least they're getting a little bit more offensive opportunity here. They haven't been able to cash in anything yet. Running down into the right-hand corner is Anthony Ryan, the senior. He'll run right to left in behind the cage. Flips it goal line left now to Stevers. 19-goal scorer, tops in the team. Stevers hangs on. Under pressure. And we had whistle from the far... Oh, telling the kids to get off the track behind. Some of the kids were looking for a good... Yeah, they were creeping up towards the end line. Ref wants them back a little bit. So they go to the high jump landing pit. Oh, actually, he's going to make them come around the track and get out of that back area entirely so they can't be targets on the shot.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Good call by the ref. We'll see some of the young guys out there being saluted at halftime. So on the restart, Mynderse has it now on the near sideline. Coming towards the middle is Stevers. Pass is knocked away. Here's another ground ball scramble. It's kicked at by Palmack. And scooping up nicely is Kyle Hostery. The long stick, and he'll make the pass in front of the goal. Reaching up in the air to grab it is Peyton Litch. Again, the excellent starter, Will Nichols, is out with an injury, so we don't know how long that'll last, but they're all fine in goal with Litch. Here's the pass and the fast break. Behind the back shot and score. Long pole, Jacob Day. Here's your highlight goal of the day. It's 10-0. That'll be his 4th of the year with that long pole.
That was a nice move there by Jacob. A little confidence with a 9-0 lead to throw that behind the back shot in there.
8:43 now to play in the half. Running time is 12 goals in the second half, I believe, in boys lacrosse. And that is correct.
Yep.
So back at the X, it's going to be Anthony Luffman, freshman, to take this one for Mynderse. He gets the unenviable task. It's 10-1 overall Palmack. I think one of them was taken by Van Gordon, the rest by Quinn Nolan. He's just so quick. And, of course, the rule change in high school this year really emphasizes that quickness. Has another one, 11 of 12, comes right down the alley. He'll make the one hard bounce pass to Damian Knack. He'll pick it up, cuts in front, now runs away from the pressure, and again sets up. They've been really trying to work on their 6-on-6 set-piece offense, which is a good idea because in playoff games you're not going to get all these fast break chances. Here's Mike D'Arduini, the younger, the junior, in behind the net now for Palmack as they get a chance to clear their bench early and often. Joining the midfield now, Keegan Hostery. Tries Trying to come middle with it was Sage Hunter. Back out top now, Nolan. Nolan, 49 points, third in the team. Here's a swim move by Hunter to the goal. Bouncer score. Nice, strong move by Sage Hunter, his second of the year, and that makes it 11-0. I like what I've seen of him so far. He's not afraid to go to the net. We saw it a moment ago, and it pays off there with his second of the season.
You talk about the depth that Pelmac has here with their juniors and sophomores coming up. They're senior laden, but they have a good crew coming up underneath them here.
Last year's meeting between these teams was 16-0 Pelmac. It is 11-0 here with 8:09 to go in the first half. And a little better battle this time. Well, Mynderse had it for a minute. Nolan trying to pull it out. Long sticks get involved. Best battle of the day so far. Nolan comes up with it this time with strength. It's knocked out of his stick. He'll run and flip it to himself. So that's the first time he's really had to show the full moves today, strength and all. His pass goes off the stick of Keegan Hostry, though, so he gets the win for nothing. Turns it over. Picked up by Chase Fitzgerald for Mynderse. Left-hand carry, triple team, spits it up. He doesn't even know. And it's picked back up on the right-hand side. Stumbling a bit, but staying in bounds. Keegan Hostry has a diagonal path to the goal from the right-hand side. Hostry fakes, hangs on, goes right to left in behind. Challenged by the long stick Andrews. Hostry to the front of the net. He's sandwiched. He drops it and went into the crease. So back over to Mynderse with 7.5 to go first half.
Almost like to see him pull that one out and settle it in back there. Looked like he tried to force a little bit, trying to get something. Yeah,
it's one of the few times they haven't just done that and set it back up and worked their perimeter passing and worked their 6-on-6. Long stick Matthew Mahoney. Back in the goal, Logan Pettengill. 488 save percentage. Has not been bad this year. Here's Pettengill with an alert clearing pass, but he threw it short, picked up on a bounce by Kyle Hostry. He's the long stick. Keegan is the scorer. Hostry will feed up in the middle now for Halsey. Halsey to the goal, goes left and scores. It's 12-0.
Nice take there from Michael Halsey.
So Halsey is going to have his first goal to go with an assist. That will be his 18th of the season. That was a beautiful long stick pass by Kyle Hostry to help set that up. 7:07 to go in the half, and a 12-0 lead now for the Red Raiders. Rain has lessened, if not stopped. There's pretty ugly clouds and heavy downpours in spots in the Finger Lakes today. This is going to be Luke Van Gordon for, I think, the second time today at the X. And he jumped the gun, so Mynderse will get this one. So face-offs are 12-2 in favor of Pelmac. And that win goes to Anthony Luffman. Feeds it right-hand side for Chase Fitzgerald. Down in the alley it goes, right-hand corner. Chasing is Luke Herendeen, good long stick defender. We talk a lot about Pelmac's offense. Defensively, they give up just 4.4 goals per game. Goal line left now, Stevers. He's their top scorer with 19. Stevers is marked by long stick Kyle Hostry. Goes left to right and behind. He will double back right to left now. Hostry in his face, trying to get the stick free and couldn't. Hostry was all over him. Out front left now, Dylan Tandle. Tandle pivots inside the box. He'll turn back right and stripped. It was taken right away by Jacob Day, who scored the behind-the-back goal. Day kicking at it. Good battle. A couple of guys for each team. Right at Pelmac, and he'll scoop it up. They've been winning those ground ball battles. Here's Logan Babcock now on the run. Loses his pursuit. Comes inside the box. Feeds right in front. That's tipped loose. Chased down by Knack into the right-hand corner. He lost it and taken back by Mynderse. So those wet crosses are beginning to show themselves now. Pettengill, the goalie, will dish over on the far side. That goes loose to the far sideline. Just in bounds. Picked back up, though, by Riley Litch. Litch has a path towards the goal. Feeds right in front, Knack. Knack will try to get a shot off. He got sandwiched, never did. Ball bounces in the crease, finally picked up by Pettengill, the goalie. Well, Mynderse is getting a little tougher around in the front of their own cage now when Pelmac tries to get in front of the cage, and the ball stolen now by Babcock, all alone on the goalie. Triple fake, dunk, and score. The turnover kills. It's 13-0. That will be the second of the game, 32nd of the year for Babcock.
With all the youth coaches?
Well, I was just about to sing the praises of the improved Mynderse defense, but then they threw it away on the clear, and Babcock had a chance to try his dance steps in front of the goalie, Pettengill, and he triple, quadruple faked him and dunked it home.
You watch when Babcock picked that one up, his first two steps, he was already away from his mark, and there was nobody there for Mynderse to pick him up.
It is back to Montoni for Mynderse. It's Van Gordon again at the X for Palmac. They've dominated as they do almost every game they play. Good battle here. They're grinding in on this one. Old-fashioned battle comes out on the wing to Mynderse, so they have their third win. It's now 12-3. Griffin Hillmeyer, 12-goal scorer with a swim move, gets across midfield. So Mynderse is doing a little bit better here, at least in terms of possessing the ball. Now they drop it. Flag goes for the first time today. Scramble. No one's got it yet. Palmac picks up. And so it looks like we're going to get a Palmac flag. It is going to be a slash. 1 minute slashing call coming here with 4:38 left to go in the first half. And the first man up of the game will go to Mynderse.
So it's been a pretty clean game there. That was the first little chippy play there.
Riley Litch is kneeling down, so I guess it's on him. So Litch, a 1 minute slash, first man up opportunity goes to Mynderse. See if they can use it to cash in here. Front left, it's Dylan Tandle. Tandle across on the right, ball's knocked free, and it's taken away by Palmac. Great anticipation. Mike Halsey, or Jacob Day, should say, jumped in. He's got one already for this year. Day in front of the goal. Canuck man down goal to make it 14-0. Damian Knock off the man down fast break. And that'll give him 4 today. Well, that's not what Mynderse wanted with the man up. It comes with 4:10 left to go here in the half. Still 22 seconds on the penalty, but that would mean Mynderse would have to win this faceoff. They have got 3 wins, but to 12 for Palmac. It was a great steal by Jacob Day, and then he had his head up all the way. Spotted Knack right in front, and he dunked it home for his 4th of the year, man down goal. Good battle here. This one on procedure over to Nolan.
So that was on Montoni there.
So left-hand side is, or right-hand side, I should say, is Babcock. Down the alley it goes, and penalty is released with 3:24 left to go. Right in front, fake and score. Sage Hunter took the pass over the top from Halsey. Hunter's got 2.
That was a tough, not read well there from Mynderse. Sage came in for the man release, and nobody picked him up coming out of the box.
His second today, 3rd of the year. The top playmaker Halsey sets it up. 3:01 and counting left to play here in the first half. So just tough. Mynderse has been up and down this year. They have not won 2 games in a row at any time. They have not lost more than 2 games in a row at any time. Back to the X we go. A late addition on the faceoff wing is Dylan Tandle for Mynderse on the far side. And another quick pickup here for Quinn Nolan. Right down Broadway. Feeds left. Cut to the goal. Shot save. Bounces up in the air. That was Mike D'Arduino who took the shot. 6th save of the game for Pettingill.
Just got enough on that, and it found the top of the crossbar on that.
Backed up by Mynderse. In behind. Little jump pass fake. Running right-hand side with it. Pass in front for Knack's going to bounce free. Hacked at. Mynderse had it. Flipped it up in the air. Bouncing loose. And they'll scoop it up on the run. Scooped up by Anthony Luffman coming down the right-hand side. Can Mynderse break the seal and get a goal here? Luffman will feed down in the right-hand corner to Dukansky. Mitchell Dukansky all over him is Herendeen. In behind, almost stolen away by Kinslow. Pass out front left now to Stevers. He had to double check and make sure he had it in the stick. Running middle now with a one-hand righty carries Tandle. He slips. He tried to use a screen and wiped out. And Palmac picks it up, loses it, and Mynderse will grab it back. We get a procedure call over to Mynderse.
Looks like a loose ball push there on Palmac.
So back to the Blue Devils trying to get their first goal. 1:34 in the half. They trail 15-0. Dylan Tandle front left. He'll go down the left-hand alley now. Tandle gets it back inside left. Playing off him and moving him towards the middle is Keegan Hostry. Hostry takes a nice angle on him. Now here's a good double-team slide by Kyle Hostry. Pass in front is intercepted, picked off by Keegan Hostry. A couple of Hostrys were on that double team. Long pass up on the left to Quinn Nolan. Will they try to push it here? Nolan, quick pass in front is going to get away. Tried to feed it down the left-hand alley to Halsey, and it got to the end line, goes out of bounds. We're down to 1 minute left to go first half, and a 15-0 Palmac lead.
See if Mynderse can get something going here in the last minute of that half.
Palmac looking for their 10th straight win here today. Here's the goalie, Pettingill. Runs out in front of the crease. 45 seconds left to go, moving away from the scoreboard. Long pass up is intercepted at midfield by Quinn Nolan. They're just reading those long passes. Nolan with it now fakes and goes sidearm on the wing to Matt D'Arduini. He'll make a couple of left-right jukes way out and feeds right-hand side to the long pole, Jacob Day. Day, nice pass in front, and checking to make sure he still has it, and running free is Knack. In behind for Halsey. 21 seconds left in the half. Halsey feeds left, trying to go to the goal. Hangs on. He'll dodge, comes in front, takes the bump, sends it back for Day. Day has been good with that pole scoring this year. Goal line right, Knack. He'll feed in behind now. The new playmaker is Mike D'Arduini in behind. He'll take a couple of hard bumps as he comes out front. 3 seconds, 2, quick shot, and just wide at the horn by Mike Halsey. And that'll take us to halftime here on senior night at Palmac. Our halftime scores, the Red Raiders 15, the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils nothing. Coming up halftime next on Palmac YouTube TV and FingerLakes1.com. Stay with us.
This live presentation of high school sports on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to support from the following sponsors. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. The Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a no-obligation quote today at FingerLakesInsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber has been locally owned for 3 generations and is more than just a lumber and building supplier. Stop in on Bayard Street in Seneca Falls to browse their full selection of power tools, hardware, lawn and garden, painting, and plumbing supplies, and talk to their experienced staff when planning your next home improvement project. And FingerLakes1.com, digital marketing, website development, hosting, multimedia production, and home of the most popular website and mobile app in the Finger Lakes. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back on senior night, DC Field at Palmac High School. It's the Red Raiders all over Mynderse here by a score of 15-0 on senior night. Not a whole lot to analyze really in this game. Ted Baker along with Kevin Schlegel. I mean, it's just a superior team. It starts at the X. They win the ball. They come down the field. They've just got so much talent, and they share the ball so well. I mean, the wet weather hasn't affected them too much. They're able to pass it quickly. Everybody plays with heads up. They've got 3 or 4 good assist men, and they have the big lead at the half.
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask here for Mynderse in the second half to start generating something. Because even when they do, you watch Palmac's defense, they're just so swarming on the ball. Things get knocked down, ground balls are picked up, and it starts their attack again.
Yeah, I mean, Mynderse has really 4 scorers that they can pretty much rely on, and Palmac has about double that. Shots on target were 21-2 in favor of Palmac in that first half. Goalie saves. Logan Pettengill has done the best he can to keep his team in it. He's made 7 stops, the sophomore for Mynderse. And if you're Palmac, it's good to know. Like I say, we just learned right before the game that Will Nichols, the starting senior goalie, was hurt, can't go tonight. We don't know how long that'll last. 4.55 goals against, .617 save percentage. And then stepping in for him is Peyton Litz to do a terrific job. We've got the youth kids out here, and that's the thing. That's where these programs all start from. You look at any program that's good at the varsity level, and they're going to have a good program at the youth level, and that's what they have here.
You watch these little guys out here. They look up to these varsity players out there, and they're just so enthusiastic about the sport, and they got a love for it right now.
So, again, if you're looking ahead for Palmac, they will almost certainly finish the regular season at 13-1, 10-0 in the Finger Lakes. The last 2 years, they've lost to Penn Yan in Section 5 championship games. That can't happen this year because Penn Yan is in D, Palmac is in C. And actually, there's some talk that Penn Yan team is a little young, and they're 9-5, but they're not the lock to win Class D, maybe that they have been in years past. And like we said, the only two other teams in Class C with winning records are Wayne and Newark. They beat Wayne 15-5. I think we did that game on Finger Lakes 1, and then they beat Newark 17-2. So right now, they're odds-on favorite, and that's why I thought it was interesting in that first half. It was 15-0. They could have made it 22 or 23 easily if they wanted to, but instead of just coming down the field and taking what's there, they played disciplined lacrosse, recognizing those chances aren't going to be there that often in a playoff game.
Yep, you're absolutely right on that.
I like the way they did that. That's just a terrific coaching by Joe Hill in his 15th year, 181-71. He played his high school lacrosse at Canandaigua, assisted by Bill Steins. The coach for the second time around for Mynderse is Joe Carraher. He coached from 1999 to 2012. He was a Blue Devil, played there, and he is back for his first year. And, again, they've had some wins this year. They have wins over Mid-Lakes Red Jacket, Waterloo, Bloomfield Honeoye, and Bishop Kearney. And they've been, I don't know, consistent really isn't the word, I guess, but they haven't lost or won many in a row. They've had no more than a 2-game losing streak all year. They have not won 2 in a row. That's what they were hoping to do tonight. And like we said, that's the other thing. I always say when you're a favorite and you're taking on a team that's a heavy underdog, put them down right away. Don't let them think they haven't,
Exactly.
If Mynderse gets the first couple of goals and wins a couple of face-offs, they get a little feisty and they can believe.
You never know.
So that's what good teams do, and that's what Palmac has done here in this game. So at the half, it is 15-0. Palmac on top. We have girls lacrosse coming up from Penn Yan Academy Wednesday. That's on fingerlakes1.com, not on Palmac YouTube. We'll be at Penn Yan Academy for Penn Yan and I just forgot who, so I'm fine for that. But we have that game Wednesday, and we're working on some baseball, obviously looking at the skies.
Oh, yeah.
Baseballs. We've actually gotten 2 games in so far. How have you? I know you've had some scheduled.
We did. We got 1 baseball in. We got a softball in, part of one. We got rained out halfway through. We had to pick up and get out of there. But we got a weather holding up for tomorrow. Boys baseball versus Mid-Lakes tomorrow. The boys baseball here at Palmac, they have been on fire. The Penn Yan game, I believe they had... I think they were 11-0 coming into that game, outscoring their opponents 89-0.
Wow. Yeah, it's fun to watch a baseball game under nice conditions, and that's the funny thing. You never know in the Finger Lakes whether you're going to get 38 and windy or 72 and nice and calm. Recapping our first half scoring here quickly while we have a chance. It was started off by Quinn Nolan, his 30th of the year, to make it 1-0. Babcock's 31st, set up by Nolan, made it 2-0. Nolan again, second of the year, 31st of the second of the game, 31st of the season, 3-0. Damian Knack with his 21st, assisted by Nolan, 4-0. Then it was Matt Diardwini in off the bench for his 8th, Knack the assist to make it 5-0. Damian Knack, second of the game, 22nd of the year, 6-0. And then Aiden Neese, the junior, with his first of the year, off an assist from assist man Mike Halsey, 7-0 at the end of 1. In the second, it was Knack again, third of the game, 23rd of the year to make it 8-0. Then Riley Litch's 24th made it 9-0. Long pole Jacob Day on the run, his 4th, made it 10-0. Sage Hunter diving to the goal for his second of the year, made it 11-0. The playmaker turned scorer Mike Halsey with his 18th of the season, making it 12-0. Logan Babcock, second of the game, 32nd of the season, made it 13-0. Then after a slashing penalty on Palmac, they scored man down. Knack got to the goal after a takeaway, 4th of the game. He's the leading scorer, 24th of the year, man down with 4:10 left to go in the half. And then finishing out the scoring, Sage Hunter, second of the game, 3rd of the season on an assist from Mike Halsey. Again, face-offs were 14-3 in favor of Palmac. Mynderse 0 for 1 with the extra man. Palmac has not had the opportunity. Goalie saves 6 for Logan Pettengill, and Peyton Litch, the backup, with 2 for Palmac as we get set to go in running time here in this second half in a 15-0 game. Good chance here for Coach Hill to get some subs in, as he's done throughout the first half, and and just to work on what they need to work on for the playoffs. That's what's really impressed me. It would be really easy to just take the bait and play Showtime lacrosse, but that's not going to help you win a championship.
Yeah, and you watch when the subs come in off the bench, there is not a drop in intensity. There's not a drop in quality of play when they come out there.
Palmack moves right to left, and picking right up where he left off, Nolan snatches it up, comes down Broadway. He feeds left, and again, they just kind of attack the net a little bit just to see what's there. Litch will back out and feed front left now to Logan Babcock. Babcock well outside the top of the box. Now running off is the long pole Day, replaced in the midfield by Keegan Hostery. On the right-hand side, it's the playmaker Halsey. They move Litch now in behind the net. Around on the left-hand side, Quinn Nolan. He's got 29 goals, second leading goal scorer coming into the day to go with all those face-off wins. That .873 face-off win percentage. Behind the cage is Mike Halsey. And again, a shout-out to the guys that maintain the Section 5 website. They do a terrific job, and the schools that report all those stats so that we have those numbers for you. Quinn Nolan, inside left now to Keegan Hostery, dodging right. Hostery feeds right in front. Nolan, quick release score. Nolan from Hostery, and the beat goes on, 16-0.
What a release there from Quinn Nolan.
That will be his third of the game, 33rd of the year.
Quinn Nolan.
And Keegan Hostery picks up the assist with 10:52 and running left to play here in the third. We are in running time, so we will be home for dinner early here tonight. This is going to be, I think, Luke Van Gordon taking this face off. It is for Palmack. He's taken a handful here. 15-3 the overall edge. Violation here. The official farthest away calls the procedure and gives it to Mynderse. So 15-4 edge. Mynderse really had no possession at all until the last few minutes of the first quarter. They've had some possession, but they just really can't get to the net here against this strong defense. Tagging up is Carson Montoni, the face-off man. Front right, his short stick defender is Luke Van Gordon, so the two face-off guys are still out there. Across on the left-hand side now for Stevers, 19-goal scorer. He's been shut out, as has the entire team here tonight. Dylan Tandle now. He had a decent early chance on net, but his stick got hit and it popped up. He's got Day on him. Day, when he's not scoring goals, is a pretty good defensive long stick. He backs him out into the midfield, leans on him, and knocks his stick and the ball away. Mynderse will pick it back up, and that'll be procedure. Playing without equipment is going to be the call there. You can't go after the ball without your stick. So they get called in that procedure call, and it goes over to Palmack. Another takeaway. Logan Babcock on the run. He'll feed right in front. It's going to get away, but be picked up on a hop by Mike Halsey. Even when they miss a pass, it works. Knock in front, shot, bounced, one hop off the post, off the stick of McCoy, and picked up now by the goalie Pettingill. And the Mynderse keeper will run it out. He's thrown a couple away here on clears. Boy, his guys are marked. They got to hustle it up. They feed near side to Griffin Hillmeyer. Hillmeyer running up. They better put on a sense of urgency here or they're not going to clear in 20 seconds. Hillmeyer, referee has the count because there's no shot clock. They didn't quite do it. It was 20 and a half. They call it on the far side, and it goes back over to Palmack on the turnover. 9 minutes to play in the third. 16-0 now. Palmack on top.
It's that swarming defense again from Palmack. Not up 16-0. And
they just had a great man-to-man ride going. All the targets were covered, and he couldn't get rid of the ball. Goal line left now, Riley Litch. Litch will run it out of the alley, and new midfielder on now. That's Aiden Neese, who scored his first of the year earlier today. In behind now to Halsey. Halsey, their top overall scorer with 57 points, 40 of those on assists. Out front left now for McCoy. McCoy to Neese. Right-hand side now to Matt Diarduini, the older of the two, the senior. Right-hand side, Damian Knack. He's had a big game today with 4 goals. Here's the pass in front. Behind the back, score. Devin McCoy goes circus, and it's 17-0. Devin McCoy, and I don't have, I do. He's listed as a different number. That's his 6th of the year. That's why we didn't know who he was. He's 19 today instead of 16. Devin McCoy with 8 minutes left to go in the third.
Goal scored by Devin McCoy.
So that's his 6th of the season.
Yeah, it's nice to see Devin back out there. We were doing the football game. He was injured this past fall. In one of his games, he had a knee injury, and he's back out here now, and good to see him out there.
A late addition. They were trying to decide who's going to take the face-off. Van Gordon will take it here for Palmack. Face-offs are 15-4 in favor of the Red Raiders. They lead 17-0 with 7.5 to go here in the third quarter on a drizzly senior night. And this one, procedure to Mynderse again. So they've won about 3 of their 5, I think, on procedures. when Palmax jumped the gun. Down the middle is Montoni now. Tags up left of the box. He'll go sideways to the left-hand sideline. Feeds in the left corner now, Lucas Stevers. Stevers will run outside the alley. Again, the Palmac defense, they extend. They're playing 10 yards outside the box. Kyle Hostery all over his man and gets in a few licks. Left-hand side, Dylan Tandle. Tandle's marked by Aiden Neese. Short stick the midi. Tandle back out front left now to Stevers. 19 goals, 27 points to lead Minders. Their defense, again, is not bad this year. 8.7 allowed, but they only score 6.5. That's been their problem. To the goal, and unable to get the shot last second with Stevers. Pass out in the alley is going to get loose. Here's the chase on. Hustling after it is Montoni. He can't get there. It is scooped up by Kyle Hostery on the run now for Palmac. Down the right-hand side, he'll make the pass in behind. Jumping into the midfield now is Keegan Hostery. Pass right on the doorstep is knocked away, and we had a player step into the crease for Palmac, so Minders will take it back.
Looked like it was Hostery there trying to get a little bit on the attacking side.
Pass in front to Pettengill. Better clear this time, and also Palmac plays off. That last time they just had a great man-to-man ride. Across midfield is Montoni. He is attacked by Jacob Day. Montoni all over him. Or Day all over Montoni, I should say. Brings it outside the box, left-hand side. They're just really extending that D. They're playing 10, 15 yards outside the box like it was right in front of the net. And ball knocked down by Day, and he'll scoop it up. Day picks the pocket of Carson Montoni and comes down on the run. He may take this all the way coast to coast. He'll slow up this time now, right-hand side of the box, and just wait for some short stick help. Flips the pass back in behind. They have Mike D'Arduini, the junior, playing the playmaker role in behind. Jumping in off the bench, Chase Fitzgerald, defensive midi here for Minders. It's Neese outside the box, goes middle to the backup faceoff man, Van Gordon. On the right-hand side, boy, what a luxury, too, going into the playoffs. You've got your backup faceoff man and backup goalie are both of first-string quality. So if you do lose them for any extended time, you're still okay. Pass in behind for Mike D'Arduini. He is eyeing the net, goes sidearm instead to Riley Litch, and back outside on the left-hand side for Neese. They'll reset out top, around the horn right-hand side. Stepping in is Van Gordon. Right for Knack. He's got 4 today behind to Mike D'Arduini. He'll run hard left. Again, eyeing the top of the net, gets some checks, but he hangs on, chokes up on the stick. Feeds it left-hand sideline, now Riley Litch. Down under 5 to play in the third. 17-0 Palmac on top. Right-hand side, it's Knack. He'll draw the long pole, Matthew Mahoney. In behind now, diving towards the net. Mike D'Arduini circles, drops it last second, and the goalie, Pettengill's going to try to pick it up. He can't. Scramble in front of the Minders goal, bouncing around, and Minders will pick it back up and look to clear here. So Palmac comes away empty, a rare time that's happened tonight. Tandle on the run, left-hand side for Stevers. Stevers gets inside his man, takes the one-bounce shot. Not a great shot there. That's a frustration shot. Litch makes an easy save for his third of the game. That's just a real frustration shot, and the ball is almost stolen away, but picked up on a hop by Kyle Hostery, who's having a good long stick game. He'll feed it right-hand side, cranking it up, and that hit the pipe off the stick of Luke Van Gordon. It's going to bounce all the way to midfield, and best angle was Minders, so they get the luck back up there, and the Blue Devils take the ball. Under 4 to play in the third, 17-0, Palmac on top. Looking to go to 13-1, 10-0 in the league. On the restart, Griffin Hillmeyer, and he takes a check as he runs across midfield. He'll choke up on the cross, goes left on his man. That is Luke Van Gordon. And back out top now, in the middle it goes for Dylan Tandle. Tandle down the right-hand sideline this time. Checked hard as he runs down the alley with it is Anthony Ryan, the senior. All over him, Luke Herendeen, another very good long stick. Herendeen giving him a hard time. He had to check for the ball. Ryan goes in behind, right to left. Herendeen wearing him. He leans back line, trying to shove him out. Can't quite do it. Goes right to left. He runs through the gauntlet, hangs onto the ball. Does a nice job under heavy pressure from Luke Herendeen. Here's the sidearm desperation pass into the middle of the field. They were about to fall out of bounds. Stolen by Aiden Neese. So tough break there, Minders. They're still off the scoreboard with under 3 to go in the third. One hop pass up, played nicely off the wet grass by Luke Van Gordon, and he'll come down the alley. Luke has 2 goals this year, the freshman. 28 of 39 when he's taking face-offs coming into the day. Down the right-hand sideline now, doubling back is Mike D'Arduini. He'll feed in behind now. Coach is yelling out signals here. Matt D'Arduini's waiting to join the midfield from the sub-box. Out front left, Sage Hunter. Pretty big guy. He's a guy that can create his own goal going to the net. He had just 1 coming into the day today, but he's been able to show what he can do today in this blowout. Matt D'Arduini has it now off the bench. Comes inside middle of the box. Makes a little skip move. Swim Dodge, back left, nothing there for Riley Litch. Litch will back away and feed it right back out on the wing to Matt D'Arduini. They don't force into defensive pressure. If it's not there, they back it out. Running across to the right is Matt D'Arduini, down to 2:07 in the third, 17-0 Palmac. Right sideline, Mike D'Arduini. In behind the cage now, it's Keegan Hostery playing playmaker. He'll work it out front left now. Thought about the shot. Riley Litch doesn't take it. Back in the middle for Nice. Right-hand side, Matt D'Arduini. Extended possession here. Here's the pass right in the crease. Gets away. It's going to stay in bounds. Left-hand corner for Riley Litch. He'll pick it back up. They might be able to run out the quarter here the way they're going. And we have seen very few stall warnings called in the high school games we've done this year. Down the right-hand side, Hunter makes the swim move. Pass in front, intercepted. Griffin Hillmeyer, good steal on the pass. And he'll start it back the other way now for Mynderse Academy with 1.5 left to go. Stolen back, jumping into the passing lane, Matt D'Arduini. He will feed down on the right-hand side. Here's the pass in front for the cutter, Hostery. He'll drop. Sloppy time now, and Mynderse picks it back up. It's long pole Joe Andrews. Andrews stripped, and he'll try to get it back. They battle, far sideline. It is Keegan Hostery in there for Palmac. Couple of Red Raiders now, 2 for each side, battling. Far sideline, ball rolls. Both teams say it's theirs, and refs say it's Palmac's. So they'll keep with 1 minute left to go in the third, leading 17-0. Here's Keegan Hostery behind the cage. Takes his time, the sidearm pass to Riley Litch. Litch, I like the way he tests the defense. He'll go at it, see if there's anything there. If there isn't, he backs it back out. He doesn't walk into double teams. Nice on the right-hand side now to Hunter, the junior. He comes inside the box, down the right-hand sideline now for Mike D'Arduini, so they've moved him out on the wing, and they have Keegan Hostery in behind now playing playmaker. Short stick on him, Griffin Hillmeyer tries to take him, can't, goes right to left, quick pass over the top, and ball is knocked free, goes in behind the net, and I think we had a Palmac player in the crease, might have been Matt D'Arduini, following that ground ball. So Mynderse gets it back with 20 seconds to go. They've got to do a full field clear here, moving towards the clock. No big sense of urgency in behind the net for Pettengill. They'd like to at least break the shutout here. Pettengill runs it up. Not in a big hurry here. 8 seconds left to go in the quarter. Passing the near side to long stick Joe Andrews. Andrews now will try to run it up. Pass at midfield, stolen away. Clean pass to the net. Matt D'Arduini. He'll scale it and miss just wide at the horn from 20 yards out. He knew the clock.
Slippage there.
Yeah, he slipped. He tried to plant his feet, and they went out from under him. So 2 goals added on to the total in the third. At the end of 3, 17-0 Palmac. We're back with the fourth coming up on Palmac, YouTube TV, and FingerLakes1.com.
Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. The Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a no-obligation quote today at fingerlakesinsurance.com.
Welcome back to DC Field and Senior Night, where our cameraman has lost his pizza. It's fallen out of the bleachers, so poor guy has to stand out in the rain. They get him a pizza, and he drops it, so... Another turnover here in this game. 12 minutes left, 17-0. Palmac on top. The faceoffs are 15-5. Not a lot of activity in that third quarter. Shots on cage were 2-1 in favor of Palmac, and both were in. They had the 2 goals as they're trying to be sportsmanlike about it here. Faceoffs 15-5 at this point in favor of Palmac. It'll be Quinn Nolan to take this one. And they're going to bring out Matt D'Arduini on the far faceoff wing here. And also Robert Kinslow comes back out as a long pole defender for the Red Raiders. It's a shame their defense probably doesn't get as much attention as it should with all those gaudy offensive players, but they are good as well. An easy win here for Nolan. Runs right down the alley. They'll feed goal line left. Ball knocked away. Good hard check by Philip Love. That was one of the hardest hits of the game for Mynderse. Now the goalie Pettengill's got to be careful. He's out of the net. And he throws the high pass over the head of Joe Andrews, turns it over out of bounds, back over to Palmac. Opening minute of the fourth here. Red Raiders on top 17-0. Here's the quick pass in front. Down low, score, Mike D'Arduini. He knew before he even got that pass where he was going with that, and it's 18-0.
Nice quick restart there from the Raiders.
That'll be his 5th of the season.
Goal scored by Michael D'Arduini.
So 5th of the year for the junior, the younger of the D'Arduinis, and 11-11 left to go. 18-0 now. Palmac on top.
I think Keegan Holstry had the assist on that one. That was a quick restart finding Keegan out there on that left side.
That'll be 2 assists for him. Yeah, Palmac's just very good at passing the ball. I looked at those assist numbers when I was making my notes. And you have a guy with 40, another guy with 30, another guy with 20, and then you got Nolan raking them all up at the X. He gets another one. Total faceoffs are now 17-5 in favor of Palmac. This one bounces away, but right there to pick up on the right-hand sideline will be Riley Litch. Around the horn they go, and again, they're being sportsmanlike about it. I like that teams do that. Penn Yan's always been that way over the years. They try to, their unofficial limit is about 20, and then after that they take the feet off the pedal. Pass out in the midfield now, Kyle Hostry, the long stick. He probably has the green light. Doesn't have one yet this year. He might now. He's going to go to the goal, turns back left, cuts in front, shoots just wide right. He had the green light, and just getting the backup was Keegan Hostry. They didn't read that one real well, but they did back up.
So Holstry brothers out there on the attack right now.
And I'm not sure if I thought I might have seen the signal to keep it in the box here. They might be on the stall warning to keep inside the box. We'll see. Well, I guess not, because backing just outside the box now is Kyle Hostry. He's got a short stick now, so he's switched to short stick. They want to get him a goal. Here's the pass to Kyle Hostry. He started the game as a long stick. It's going to bounce away, be raked at. Trying to pick it up is Keegan Hostry. It's kicked at by Mynderse. Keegan will try to kick it, and then Kyle picks it up. So Kyle has switched sticks here. They've given him the offensive stick and given him the green light to get his first of the year. Right-hand side, Keegan Hostry now, 9:24 to play, 18-0, Palmac on top. They scored 3 goals 21 seconds apart. They had a pair of 7-second goals. They scored the first goal, scored again in 7, scored again in 7. Pass in front, and checked around and dunking it home with the left is Kyle Hostry.
Holstry connection.
The Kyle Hostry project is on the board. And, again, it is the 2 Hostrys teaming up there. Kyle, he came out, I thought, on that first charge down the field with his long stick, and then he switched to poles and went to the short. So now Keegan's got 3 assists in the last 4 goals. 8:47 and counting left to go. Let's see. Who doesn't have a goal here? Well, Nice has his first of the year today. Luke Herendeen hasn't got one yet. He knows how to handle that long pole. Actually, he's on the bench right now, so he won't be the next one. 8:28, time running, and it's 19-0, Palmac on top. And this one's Nolan again, easy. Boy, he almost never has to work. It's just quick. He just times that whistle and picks it up. So he's got another one. Left-hand side, Matt D'Arduini. Around the horn they'll go here, so we'll see some jogging and perimeter passing here in these next couple of minutes probably. Riley Litch, front right with the left-hand carry, chokes up on the stick. Nolan is going to run off now, and Nice will jump into the midfield. Pass gets away right out towards midfield, kept onside by Matt D'Arduini. He'll work it towards the top of the box. Mynderse doesn't want to come out as far as Palmac has. They're keeping their defenders inside the box. Palmac was challenging guys 10, 15 yards outside the box. Nice coming middle. He'll shoot, score, top shelf. Aiden Nice has his second of the day, and it's 20.
Mynderse keeper there thought he was going low that whole time and left the whole top half of the cage open for him.
Yeah, you don't usually expect that. It's usually you go at his feet and try to make him move the stick, but he did cross him up and stayed up high with it. So under 7.5 now to play. It's a 20-0 lead. 6 saves today for Logan Pettengill. They've only put 3 on target on Peyton Litch, and really 2 of them were kind of pop flies. This will be Luke Van Gordon at the face-off X.
See Robert Kinslow out there with a short stick.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't think he's got one yet this year either. And it's another win for Palmac. So they're switching up poles here.
It's nice to see guys being interchangeable here, playing offense, defense.
Well, you know, they get the dirty work all year long, so give them some glory when you can do it. 6:45 left to go, 20-0 Palmac. Pass out on the left-hand side, reaching out to keep it in bounds is Matt D'Arduini. He'll circle around, flips it in the middle of the field now to Van Gordon. He'll go right to Kinslow. Kinslow down the right-hand alley for Riley Litch. Regular still in there. In behind the cage now, Keegan Hostery. Normally in their regular offense, Halsey's back there, but Halsey's on the bench right now. Keegan Hostery running right to left slowly. Out to the left-hand corner, just waiting for his chance out on the wing is Robert Kinslow. On the left-hand sideline now, Matt D'Arduini. Kinslow starts to jog towards the net. See if he's going to cut to the goal. Well, he runs away from it. And Matt D'Arduini, double team, put it on the turf. He'll scramble out with it, keeps it himself. And he tried to shoot, and he got hit from behind, and that was a sky ball well over the top. And they gave backup to Mynderse. They said the Mynderse defender had the better angle on the backup. 5:51 left to play, 20-0 now. Palmac on top. So they didn't mess around here today. They took care of an inferior opponent. And now knocked out of bounds is Griffin Hillmeyer by Kinslow. So Kinslow, even with a short pole, can take guys down. And now on the restart, here is Van Gordon.
So Kinslow gets a touch in the box there.
And sends it to Van Gordon in the middle now. Across on the right-hand side for Neese. Neese down the right-hand alley for Litch. Litch in the right-hand corner, and around the horn they go. 5:17 to play, 20-0, Palmac on top. They just really broke their back. They scored 24 seconds in, and then 7 seconds, and 7 seconds again. And inside the first minute, it was 3-0 and all but over. In behind the cage now, Keegan Hostery, the sophomore. Got some young guys on this team that can play, in addition to the seniors honored before the game. Pass out top now, Aiden Neese. Each picked a favorite teacher or coach, or both. Sage Hunter on the right-hand corner for Riley Litch. In behind the cage now, they pick up the pace a little bit. Keegan Hostery back around the horn, cutting to the front of the goal now, and taking a shot, a stick hit, pop fly Arduini, Mike D'Arduini, and Pettengill makes his fourth save. Goalies love those shots. That just floated right in there, and he gobbled it up. 4.5 to play, 20-0. Good news is it hasn't been a steady downpour. Some of the umbrellas are still out. And now ball dropped on the far side, kept in bounds by Matthew Mahoney. Mahoney across midfield, and here comes Mynderse trying to break that shutout. Backup goalie Peyton Litch. He's played 86 minutes all year, looks for the shutout. Here's the one hopper. He eats it up. So he makes save number 5. And that's a hard save on a grass field that's wet to read that bounce. He read it perfectly. Back out near midfield now, battles on. It was scooped up by Palmac, lost there, knocked off the stick of Stevers for Mynderse, and scooped up by Palmac. And look out, lowering the boom is Luke Van Gordon. He put the shoulder right into Philip Love and pile drove him down. And in behind the net now, it is Keegan Hostery. Boy, that's the thing about lacrosse. You can't kneel down and run out the clock like you do in football. You still got to play and take some pops. Out front right now to Sage Hunter. Hunter, a junior. He'll feed down and behind. 3.5 to play. It's Keegan Hostery out on the right-hand sideline to Litch. Out front, Hunter. Hunter's shown some good dodge moves to the goal so far in this game. It is Neese on the left-hand side. Running back middle. He'll flip there to Hunter. Came in with 1 goal today. Feeds on the left-hand side, Van Gordon. Van Gordon's done his job in face-off relief today, and he's been fantastic all year when he gets a chance from Nolan. Back out in the middle now, Sage Hunter. 3 minutes left to go, and they may have the green light off for just about everybody here now with 3 minutes left. Riley Litch will dodge. He'll try to take a shot. That is wide, and the goalie Pettengill read it, gets the backup. Mynderse ball now with 2:52 left to play in the game.
Watch Palmac's ride. Again, they're not letting off.
Yeah, a couple of times they've backed out. This time they're playing their good ride here. And again, it's for practice. They just have all the outlets covered. And walking up the far side is long pole Mahoney. Mahoney looking. Better get rid of it pretty soon here. And he will up the right-hand sideline and grabbed over the shoulder by Hillmeyer. Good clear. And Griffin Hillmeyer comes onto the attack, top of the box, trying to break the shutout. 2:20 left to play. Ball knocked free, bouncing around, and Palmac's going to get it back if they can pick it up, and they do. It'll be Kinslow. Kinslow fakes, playing with a short stick. He feeds to Jacob Day. He still likes the long pole, and he has scored with it 5 times this year, including 1 today.
That little acrobatic behind the back with that long stick.
Yeah, that was pretty. He's got it now on the right-hand sideline. Next off the bench will be Sage Hunter. 1:57 to play, 20-0 Palmac. They took kind of a half-hearted shot by Litch a moment ago, but I think they might be on the brakes here at this point. Out to Neese on the left-hand side, marked by Griffin Hillmeyer. Neese will flip down in the left-hand corner. Back in behind now for Keegan Hostery. He'll draw the long stick, Matthew Mahoney. Back for Hostery in behind, 1:36 left to play.
Rain's starting to come down a little more here.
Yeah, it's picking up just a bit here. We'll be back to the cars before long. And our cameraman can get another pizza. Goal line right, it's Keegan Hostery. Hostery slide step out into the alley. He'll go goal line right now. He will switch spots with Mike Diarduini as he flips it left-hand corner. 1:15 to play, 20-0. Palmac is going to close out the season at 13-1 in the regular season, 10-0 in the Finger Lakes. Their only loss to a 13-1 Class B Irondequoit team back in early April. Some of the fans are going to watch the last few seconds on the way to the car. Final minute, 20-0, Palmac on top. Playing catch in behind. With it is Keegan Hostery. He'll just jog to the right-hand corner. Mynderse is content to just do a little bit of chase here. In behind the cage is Riley Litch running to the right-hand corner with 42 seconds left. Litch will keep the ball alive, feeds down and behind now, picking up the speed. Now they're going to lean a little bit on Mike Diarduini. Defender fell down, though. Mike feeds back behind to Keegan Hostery. And who gets final honors? 30 seconds left, fakes over the top, goes left-hand corner instead, gets it right back. Keegan Hostery, defenders playing off here. It's tough to summon the oomph to keep playing in this situation. 17 seconds left, a chilly, drizzly day. And things not going your way if you're Mynderse. In behind the cage, they'll play catch. Checking a peek at the scoreboard, Keegan Hostery, 9 seconds left. He might do final honors. He'll run out the right-hand alley now, jog towards midfield, and that's going to do it. He's going to jog right towards the team huddle, checks the clock one more time, and that will do it. It's all Palmac here on Senior Day. Our final score tonight, the Palmac Red Raiders 20, and the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils nothing. Back to wrap things up next on Palmac YouTube TV and FingerLakes1.com.
Ferrara Lumber has been locally owned for 3 generations and is more than just a lumber and building supplier. Stop in on Bayard Street in Seneca Falls to browse their full selection of power tools, hardware, lawn and garden, painting, and plumbing supplies, and talk to their experienced staff when planning your next home improvement project. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. The Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a no-obligation quote today at FingerLakesInsurance.com. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for checking, savings, a mortgage, home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back. A big Senior Day party in the rain. Palmac wins it by a score of 20-0. They outshoot Mynderse 26-5. Ted Baker along with Kevin Schlegel and our student production crew here at Palmac. And that's exactly what you do when you have a team that you should beat, is you go take care of business.
They did it early.
They did what they needed to do. They worked on a lot of basic things. And even with the backup goalie in there, I mean, like I said, they've got a great backup goalie and a great backup faceoff man to 2 of the best at their positions in Section 5.
Yeah, they do. And you look at the scoring sheet, they had, at least 8-9 guys on the scoring sheet. So spreading the wealth out there, really developing the overall cohesiveness of that team.
So I know everybody wants to go home. We'll wrap things up here quickly. It didn't take Palmac long to get established. 24 seconds in, Quinn Nolan's 30th of the year made it 1-0. And then the back-to-back backbreaker goals, 7 seconds apart on quick face-off wins. Babcock set up by Nolan off a face-off win, 7 seconds later, 2-0. Nolan himself, second of the game, 31st of the year. 7 seconds after that, 3-0 in the first minute. Damian Knack's 21st from Nolan made it 4-0. Then it was Matt D'Arduini's 8th from Knack, made it 5-0. Knack's second of the game, 22nd of the year, 6-0. And then concluding the first quarter was Aiden Neese with his first of the season off a feed from Mike Halsey, his 41st assist, 7-0 at the end of one. In the second, Knack again, third of the game, 23rd of the year, made it 8-0. Then it was Riley Litch's 24th to make it 9-0. Then long stick trickery by Jacob Day behind the back for his fourth of the year for number 21. Then it was Sage Hunter's second to make it 11-0. The playmaker Halsey stepped into the scoring parade with his 18th. That made it 12-0. Logan Babcock's second of the game, 32nd of the year, 13-0. A man down goal by Knack, his fourth of the game, 24th of the year with 4:10 left to go in the half, 14-0. And then another one for Sage Hunter, second of the game, third of the year on a feed from Halsey, 15-0 at the half. They took the pedal off the metal a bit in the second half. 2 goals in the third. Quinn Nolan, third of the game, 33rd of the year from Keegan Hostery, 16-0. And then it was Devin McCoy with some trickery in front, 6th of the year, 17-0 going to the fourth, and 3 more in the fourth. Mike D'Arduini's 5th of the year, set up by Keegan Hostery, made it 18-0. Then switching from long pole to short, Kyle Hostery with his first of the season. That was set up by Keegan to make it 19-0. And then Neese, the final goal, and that was his, make sure, that was his second of the game and second of the year to close out the scoring with 7:31 left to go. Face-offs were 19-5 in favor of Palmac. Only one penalty in the game. Refs let him play. Mynderse not only went 0 for 1, but they gave up the man-down goal. Goalie saves, there were 6 made by Logan Pettengill, the sophomore goalie for Mynderse, and the backup Peyton Litch made 5 stops for Palmac. So a strong team. They've been on the doorstep for the last 2 years, losing the Section 5 championship game. They're the favorites here, and I think they can see the path in front of them.
Yeah, I think they set themselves up this season for a real strong sectional run.
So for some reason here, I don't seem to have my closing billboard here on the computer, so we will wrap it up just like that. For Kevin Schlegel and our student crew here on Palmac YouTube TV and FingerLakes1.com, I'm Ted Baker saying so long from DC Field at Palmac on senior night. Our final tonight in boys lacrosse, the Palmac Red Raiders 20, the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils 0.